So there is this aspect in astrology in my chart that I've experienced is one of the harder aspects. It's Uranus square moon, and this energy is kind of contradicting itself. It's pulling you in different directions. Especially when you're younger, I felt like where the moon wants to create the structure. I have moon in Virgo. You want to create structure, stability, safety within yourself, but then Uranus comes in and just shakes you off your ground. So this happened so many times, and so many things have happened where this shocking, unexpected events happen, but they happen to pull you out of your routine. And the reason I'm talking about this now is I feel similar energy within this eclipse in lunar eclipse, south node eclipse in Virgo, opposing the sun in the north node in Pisces. It is this opposing energy, can be similar to a square. The tension happens in such an emotional, embodied, visceral level that if you're not working through it, it literally feels for me like there's this energy sitting right here. Perhaps it's either stuck in the heart chakra or the throat chakra. So you have to work through the heart chakra and release however you want to release. Because this tension is dragging you on one side, and there's a tension driving in the opposite side. And you feel this change is coming, it's happening. And the thing with the Uranus, it's Aquarian energy. It is, and Aquarius was in Scorpio in my natal chart, opposing my Virgo moon, because it was a late Scorpio Uranus and early degree Virgo moon. So there's a tension of, wanting to keep things to yourself, but then Uranus comes in and puts you out, like literally in the public in some way. So I feel a lot of these things come in to help you grow, to help you evolve, to help you get out of your shell, because our ego mind wants to keep us safe and wants to keep us still in the safety of our own selves, where Uranus comes in and brings out the eccentric, the wild in you. And this wild is actually not out there, it's actually within you. So you have to embrace the wild within to let it out. So here's an example. Somebody says something to me, and my Uranus side wants to say something shocking to them. I really want to say it, and I feel like I know it might shock them, but it's the truth. I have to say it. If I keep to myself and try to people please, they're not going to experience that shocking truth that may have actually pulled them out of the shell, or may have spoken the truth that they needed to hear at that time. So it's important to own your energy and to know yourself. This is why I love astrology. I teach only what I feel and what I experience and what I know, because you can read the chart left and right, but until you've experienced the things, I've seen people act in a certain way according to their own chart, you won't know. It's just going to be a mental astrological chart. It's not going to be a felt, experienced astrological chart. And then when you blend in yoga, meditation, human design, the chakras, everything seems to be more felt and more seen. So now here's the message for this eclipse. What has been dead in you, and you already know it's been dead, but you've been kind of avoiding it. You've kind of like placed it on a side, like you just kind of shrugged it and pushed it off the side, like you're going on about your day-to-day routines, but this thing is out here sitting, looking at you. Have you looked at it? What are you letting go when it comes to the Virgo? Where's Virgo in your chart? In mine, it's in the third house. So letting go of like mental things, mindsets that no longer serve you. What changes do you feel are coming and that you need to make in your life? And this dead weight that you've been carrying, you cannot hold on to it anymore. It feels like in the heart chakra, it feels like grief, like, whew, let it go, let it go. You don't need to hold on to this. It is an old belief, outdated belief. Is it some part of your personality? Is it some part of your work routine? Or is it part of the way you make money? Is it part of your home life? Is it part of relationships that you're letting go? Is there some part of, it's this new rule that you are rewriting? You know, you're maybe abolishing the old rules, letting go of them. You don't need to follow them anymore. They just don't feel right anymore. How can you set yourself free and go towards the light that is Pisces? Go towards the spiritual, the Neptunian, dreamy self. So it's this push and pull. And sometimes when you don't listen to that nagging part of yourself on the inside, that's when things come out, things happen, like tower moments happen to bring that out of you. It's such a powerful aspect. And one thing when you have, if you have Uranus squaring your moon, you're just used to changes. When things are boring, when nothing's happening, you feel restless. You feel like you can't, like you just have to constantly stimulate your mind, constantly gonna be doing stuff, you know, like for me, it's constantly listening to podcasts, and I love learning. Lately, I've been into the health and wellness. I've been into health and wellness my whole life. This Virgo influence for sure. But just listening to different podcasts about the latest diet things and trends and healing yourself through food, like the autoimmune protocol diet, letting, you know, eating just meat and cutting everything out and then slowly working things in to see what was causing the issue. Anyways, that's a very precise example. But just constantly having a stimulation of the mind is the Uranus square moon, where the moon wants to feel safe, and maybe safety to you is having a lot of things going on. Perhaps that you're not then facing what needs to be faced in your emotional self. It's very eccentric aspect, and I love this aspect, but it's really hard aspect because it makes you feel like a loner at times, like nobody understands you. Like you're just like weird and not like in a good way. Like you just like have these, sometimes you get these downloads, I guess it's the Uranus part, and you just don't even know how to translate them, but you feel like kind of an alien. I guess that's the part of the Uranus because it's ruling Aquarius. So it's like this alien self. Love your alien self. Love him or her. Because you came here to bring it out of yourself. You came here to feel all of it. We're not just one thing. The society wants to put you in a box, but we are not. You have more than one purpose, you know, and please, please let go of thinking that your purpose has to do with your job and what you do every day. No, it does not. You're a multi-dimensional, multi-passionate being, and to put you in a job and that's your purpose? No, your purpose is who you are. It's part of your DNA. It's part of your energy that you share with others every single day. They come to you for this and you feel like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Meanwhile, you're already living it. You just have to let your soul loose. Let your soul fly. And like this reading I did for this week, it was like this gate of triumph opening. But perhaps this gate is within your heart. You just have to open the gate and let your soul fly. So I hope that helps. Comment, let me know if you have Uranus square moon and how you're feeling this crazy eclipse energy. I guess for those of us who have this energy within us, the Uranus square moon, maybe it's this crazy energy we actually like. I don't know. I've been sleeping great, so Let me know what you guys feel.